Hello and welcome to Beaver Plays. Today I'm going to play some EarthBound on the Wii U. So this is a game that came out back on the Super Nintendo in 1994. That was actually the Japan release, and then was released on the Super Nintendo in America in 1995. This is one of my favorite RPGs to play. I have been playing it since I was a little kid. I actually found it when I was looking for some ROMs of new RPGs to play as a kid, which is kind of funny. I used to be really into playing emulators and ROMs when I was a kid because I didn't own or I couldn't afford the systems at the time to play the games that were on there. I don't really know what to name these people, so I'm just going to name them after people I know, I guess. I'm gonna name this guy Dorky though. And the last guy's name needs no change because his name is Pooh, and that's just fantastic. Alright, so in this game it allows you to name your pet and ask for your favorite foods and stuff. I usually like to name them really weird things. It makes for funny jokes later on. Obviously, my favorite food is booty. Body. Two O's. Booty. Favorite food. What's my favorite thing? Definitely dookie. It's a funny word for poop, right? Okay, anyway. Alright, so then I ask you if you are okay with your choices, and of course I am fine with them, so we can move on from here. The beginning of this game starts out with, you kind of meet the your main character. His name would be normally Ness. This is what he goes by in Smash Bros and stuff, but you can name him whatever. It happens in the year 1990X, which is really cool. Super Time Force Ultra on the PS4 has a reference to that actually, which is funny. And you can actually watch me and Justin play that on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/thebenevolentbeaver. Anyway, back to the game. At the very beginning of this game, a meteor crashes, which you'll see in just a second, and it kind of stirs up the neighborhood, and you are asked by your friend to go and check it out. Beeves' house. So I'm sleeping, that's me there. What was that? I don't even know. I couldn't possibly imagine. Alright, so for people who've never played this game before, before you go downstairs and check out what's up, I recommend going into your sister's room here and picking up the cracked bat that's sitting on the floor. Granted, your mom will tell you about it later, so it's kind of hard to miss as long as you're reading the dialogue, but still, you might as well grab it while you're here. Are you nuts? This game has lots of humor to it, which is why I like it so much. It really makes you feel like you're a kid who, you know, is actually trying to go out and save the world, which is cool. And all the stuff you equip in the game is, so like for weapons, you equip yo-yos and bats and stuff like that. And to equip armor and stuff, it's always like a baseball hat or something like that. I think you can actually take your dog, which we can do really quick. Sorry about that. Why aren't you asleep? Okay. I thought there was a way to take your dog out, but I could be wrong. It might be in the next time we go out. Alright, so you head down the path here. You can talk to the police officer if you want. He's only going to mention that, you know, up the way a meteor crash and whatnot. So pretty much I'm coming up here to get my friend Porky at the moment. We'll come out again, and that's when the meteor actually does something, but for now there's lots of police, and you know, you don't want to have to deal with them. This guy will become important later too. It's kind of like your weird mountain friend. So yeah, the secret he doesn't have to tell you yet is because you're not quite that far. He will come in handy later though. So we're gonna want to talk to Porky. And he's pretty much telling you that he's a badass and I can go home now because he's got it under control. Then if you talk to this police officer here, he'll ask if you can do something about Pokey. He asks if you two are friends. I'm not friends with him. He's really annoying. So, I think I can head back now. The controls are a little bit funny in this game too, I should mention that. So, normally on the normal Super Nintendo, you just have to bring up this and choose what you want to do. They have this cool button on the Wii U that just kind of allows you, if you're next to something and you hit it too, it'll just automatically choose the right option for you, which is convenient. I'll come back and get that present on my way back. I will be back here again in just a minute after I go and see my mother again. Later that night. That was a weird long load time. Anyway, Pokey's back to bother me again. We just gotta go downstairs and see him here. It would be cool if there's a way that you could walk around in your pajamas like you can in Wind Waker. Unfortunately, there is no such option. So the Sharks are the gang that lives down in the town south of here. Onnet, I believe it's called. And then I believe his brother Picky went missing, and now Porky's come to have me come help him. Let's blow this popsicle stand. I do believe that's also something that Calvin says in Calvin and Hobbes. Like I said, this game has lots of good humor though. There we go, now I can take Ass along with me. She mentions the correct bat here as well. She always makes you change out of your pajamas. How lame. Can't go outside in my pajamas, Mom? Come on. So this is the first time you're going to encounter enemies. Here in just a second when I go outside, let's grab the dog. Makes a really cool noise when you get a party member too. Game type advice. Yes, I know what that means. Be sure to pay attention to the details and all that. And this is the first time your dad calls you. This is a common theme you see throughout the game, is that your mom and dad are not together for some unknown reason. So your dad constantly calls you and kind of tells you what's up with him, and you let him know what's up with you, and this is how you save the game. He also transfers money to your bank account on occasion, which is very convenient when you are low on cash and such. So periodically remember to go back to the ATM and make sure there's money in there, because as you can see, he deposited 30 bucks into my bank account, and he slowly adds more and more and more, so you can kind of get it saved up until you have quite a bit in there. And usually you don't need to buy things other than new equipment, and that's every couple towns or so. So you can usually kind of get a good amount of money saved up until you have to go out and get some new stuff. How the battles work in this game is you can approach enemies from any side. Depending on the side, though, will depend on if you get a preemptive attack or not. So if the enemy hits you from behind, they're going to attack first. And if you can hit them from behind, then you will get a preemptive strike and be able to hit them first. If not, it's just random. So whoever, you might get to go first, you might not. They have this really cool trippy background too, that's in all of them. So no matter who you're fighting, there's always a cool trippy background to look at. And in the style of Dragon Quest, you kind of look at your enemy as you battle them. Now, there's a few options you can do here. You can bash them, which would be your normal physical attack. You can use your psi powers. I don't happen to have any right now, but we'll get those soon. Defend, obviously, you can use your items. You can hit auto fight, he'll just attack for me now, which since the only thing I have to do is attack, that's a pretty good option. And obviously there's run away. Ooh, a whole XP, guys. See how I hit this guy from the back and it turned green like that? That means I get a preemptive strike on him. So I can hit him from surprise and get an extra hit on him. Kind of reminds me of, or I guess this game technically came first, but kind of reminds me of Persona 4, where you kind of can get the jump on your enemy. It's a very, very simple battle system though. I feel like that's probably why it gets a lot of hate. It's just a very simple game, if it gets hate nowadays. When it first came out, it didn't do great with the critics. Now it's a critically acclaimed game that lots of people like, which is funny, but... So yeah, as you can see, I got some level ups here, and I just got the Life Up power, which is a psi move. That one is for healing, which comes in handy. During fights you get little funny messages sometimes too, like now that I have Pokey in my team, sometimes he cries or runs away and stuff like that. See, that's my dog. He's very helpful at the beginning here. He does a little bit more damage. Not a whole lot, but hey, anything helps. Ass is barking. Oop, let's die. Ooh, nice. That was a close one. I almost died there. So as you level up in this game, you slowly are able to kill enemies faster, and then at some point you get so strong that you can kill enemies without even going into battle with them. This is a really good way to kind of know if you're ready to move on to the next area without getting your ass kicked. So if you can kind of kill all the enemies in an area, you're more than likely good to move on to the next section. So being as this is an older RPG, there is some grinding to do. Don't let that deter you, but definitely look forward to it. Not a whole lot either. This game is pretty good at keeping pace with you. Especially if you're attacking a lot of the enemies on the way to and from places, helps a lot. Pokey thought to himself. Very helpful, Pokey. Oh, a cookie. Alright, let's grab this present really quick. It should be a bread roll. And we can head up to find Picky, who is Pokey's brother once again. That guy will come in handy later, remember that? Oof. What a coward. So, Picky, you find over by the bushes here. Pokey's such a bitch. A buzzing noise, what? A bee I am, not. So this is Buzz. He is the alien from the asteroid, believe it or not. And he's here to warn you about the eternal darkness that is Gygus. Now, throughout the rest of this game, you will be searching for Gygus. He is a alien from space, and all you know is he's evil, at least for now. Oh, crazy. Almost the Triforce right there. Minus strength. Yes, be careful. Buzz will try and trick you into reading his shit again. And then you'll get to go through his long speeches all over again. What a bitch, Pokey. Alright guys, it looks like we're about there, and I think I'm gonna end today. So I wanted to thank you guys for watching. This is EarthBound, and I'm Benevolent Beaver. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. If you like what I'm doing, show your friends. Check me out more. I do Twitch streams as well. Anyway, thanks for joining one more time, and have a great day. See you guys later.